The inscriptions on the walls of Sundaravaradha temple in Uttiramerur near Kanchipuram show how democracy was practiced 1,000 years ago in South India. The village is known for its historic inscription of written constitution that deals with elections to the village assembly, qualifications required of the candidates contesting in the elections, circumstances under which a candidate may be disqualified, mode of election, tenure of the elected candidate, and the right of public to recall the elected members when they fail to discharge their duties properly. India is the bedrock of all democracies. The most popular system of self-governance was very much popular in ancient India. As popularly believed, it was not the brainwave of the Westerners. Will Durant, an American historian, says India is the mother of democracy. He points out that the Greek assembly, the Roman agora or German moot, the antecedents of modern democracy, were derived from Indian institution known as Samiti or Sabha, recorded in the Vedas. In fact, there was a democratic deity called Samagnana, to whom the last hymn of Rig Veda makes salutation. The Vedic terminologies like Samiti, Sabha, Sangha, Vidhata, Parishad, Samudaya, and Samana are the various elected bodies or assemblies of people who sat together to discuss varied issues relating to people. Ganarajas can be equated to present-day republics. Megasthenes, writing about political situation of India in 300 BC, records that sovereignty or kingship was dissolved and democratic governments were set up in a number of places. The historians of Alexander's campaign also mention that during his retreat, Alexander actually came across many Indian republics. Indeed, all the states in which he made contact on his way back appear to have been under republican form of government, which are free, autonomous, and independent. Naisa, a city on the border of modern Afghanistan and Pakistan, was ruled by a president named Akulfis and a council of 300. The Buddha was born in a republican country, and it is not without significance that he should have called his monastic order he founded the Republic of Bhikkhus or monks. The name Republic suggesting that he transferred the constitution of political to a religious order. Independent, democratic, and aristocratic republics seem to have flourished widely throughout the continent of India for a period of nearly 1,000 years, a period that ended with the establishment of Gupta Empire in 300 AD. The outstanding feature of the republican system during this period is known as the Ganaraja, or rule of numbers, that is to say, the rule of many persons. Buddhist texts Mahaparinibhana Sutantu, Mahavagga, Kulavagga describe bylaws and ways of conduct of Bauddha Sanghas, voting methods, invalid votes, implementing the decisions of the majority. Panini, the 5th century BC grammarian, in his famous book Astadhyayi, had discussed words Janapada, Sanghas, Ganas. He had also indicated the interactions between various elected bodies. He had described about votes, election quorum, and also explained the political situation prevailing in those times. Panini further says, there was a craze for constituting new republics, which had reached the climax in Vahika country and northwest India, where clans constituting of as many as 100 families only organized themselves as Ganas. Furthermore, power in some republics was vested in large number of individuals. In a well-known Jataka tale, we are told that in Lichavi, capital of Vaishali, there were 7,707 kings or rajas, 7,707 viceroys, 7,707 generals, and 7,707 treasurers. According to Kautilya, there were two kinds of Janapadas. Ayudhiya Praya, those made up of mostly soldiers. Sreni Praya, those comprising guilds of craftsmen, traders, and agriculturalists. When British entered India, the democracy was prevailing only at the grassroots level, at the village level, Gram Panchayats. All other systems of Indian governance had already become defunct before the advent of British. Sir Charles Napier Metcalfe, in his official report to British Parliament, writes, "The village communities are little republics having nearly everything they want within themselves. They seem to last when nothing else lasts. Dynasty after dynasty tumbles. Revolution succeeds revolution. The village community remains the same." The inscriptions on the walls of Sundaravarada temple in Uttiramerur near Kanchipuram show how democracy was practiced 1,000 years ago in South India. The village is known for its historic inscription of written constitution that deals with elections to the village assembly, qualifications required of the candidates contesting in the elections, circumstances under which a candidate may be disqualified, mode of election, tenure of the elected candidate, and the right of public to recall the elected members when they fail to discharge their duties properly. It is interesting how in every aspect of life, the highest standard of democracy was enforced in Uttiramerur.